Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. As we talk about the big Arctic blast, the polar vortex that's going to be bringing very frigid temperatures as far south as Texas and northern Florida, and a rare snowstorm that is affecting as far south as northern Louisiana and northern Mississippi, northern Alabama. That is currently bringing freezing rain and heavy snowfall. As you can see right now, and this is when the video is going to be about posted a little earlier, but around 6 in the morning of Monday, and as you can see, very cold temperatures overnight for much of the Midwest. We're talking negatives, air temperature, double digit, and even into the negative 20s over there in Montana. You could see down here in the Oklahoma area, Missouri and Kansas, seeing around 0 to negative single digits as well. And then you get further south, it's still very cold here down in Arkansas with 12 degrees Monday morning. And then much of Texas is in those teens. Southern Texas and areas like Houston is going to be in the 30s range. But again, Dallas is going to be well below freezing for the morning hours of Monday. Louisiana seeing those 20s. Mississippi in more of those 30s. So we're talking record-breaking cold temperatures down here across Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. As we head throughout our Monday, as you can see, it is going to get a bit warmer throughout the day throughout Texas, going right near the freezing mark, but still rather cold down here in Texas. As you can see, we're reaching around highs of still only single digits in the US, highs of even negatives up there in the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming as well. Only seeing highs of negatives to single digits for your Monday. And Monday's probably going to be the worst day of it, or today, for this Arctic blast. And as we head overnight, you can see it gets even colder for portions of the Midwest, where you're seeing overnight lows of double digit negatives for tonight, so Monday into Tuesday. Very cold temperatures once again for much of Texas. Now you're seeing a near 20s for the Houston area, and this cold temperature continues to dive south as much of Louisiana is going to be seeing. This is actually going to be Tuesday morning. Much of Louisiana is seeing 20s, even down near the 10s across northern Louisiana. Very, very cold temperatures for these types of areas. Now, as we head later throughout Tuesday, this is going to start to warm up. We are going to see highs of 20s across Texas, highs of upper 20s and 30s across Louisiana. Mississippi still seeing some of those teens, and northern Alabama as well. We're still seeing very cold temperatures. Midwest is just kind of stalling around those single digits to negatives. A lot of single digits around the Midwest region here, and we start to head into your more of the overnight hours of Tuesday into Wednesday, and still very cold temperatures as that cold still is going south. And as you can see, much of Georgia now is seeing more of those 20s. Carolina's 20s and lower 30s there. And northern Florida starting to see those effects as well as we head into the Wednesday. And then much of Texas is now seeing much more warmer temperatures as we head throughout later Wednesday. You're seeing highs of here of upper 40s, but Dallas area is still seeing 30s, but still a lot better than teens and 20s that you saw Monday and Tuesday. But as you can see, we're even seeing upwards of 60s up here in Texas, and a lot of this cold definitely diminishes off for the south, but you're still going to see overnight lows of the teens here, especially down here in near Mississippi Valley, Alabama, and Georgia. Still seeing near freezing temperatures for the overnight hours of Wednesday to Thursday. And as we head throughout Thursday morning, you're still going to see some pretty cold temperatures throughout the southeast. But again, a lot of that cold is diminishing off for the south. As we head throughout your Thursday, the Midwest is also warming up a little bit. As you can see, you're starting to see some more teens in Missouri and Kansas and Illinois. Ohio and Indiana starting to see more 20s. And then we head into overnight of Thursday into Friday, where we are going to see more cold once again diving south into Texas, of seeing lows of 20s, and then across these areas you're going to see some more cold temperatures for overnight Thursday into Friday. And then once again it's going to be more cold next weekend across these areas, as we could see definitely another Arctic blast. So we're talking multiple Arctic blasts throughout the next week or so, And then it looks like, according to the GFS model, as we head throughout the rest of this week and into next week, some of that cold finally diminishes off, and this is going to be a very cold week for a lot of people across the central United States, southeastern United States, and the northeastern United States across these areas. So once again, as we head throughout next weekend, it starts to finally move away, and that's when we will definitely see a little bit of break from those extreme cold temperatures. Now, this is being filmed on Sunday night, so it's going to be around less than 12 hours from now this is going to be posted, so information might not be super up to date, but it should be still rather relevant. As you can see, we have snowfall currently ongoing across the Tennessee Valley, Mississippi Valley as well, and this is going to bring snowfall for a lot of Tennessee here, where you could be talking over an upwards of 8 inches, and we have current snowfall on the ground for some of these areas, so this could be adding on to some snowfall already there. As you can see, areas like northern Mississippi, northern Alabama could see an upwards of 8 inches of snowfall. More eastern Tennessee could be talking upwards of 10 to even a foot of snowfall for some of these areas, and I definitely will expect some school closures, especially for eastern Tennessee, maybe southern Tennessee as well. For these conditions, extreme cold and this snowfall, I definitely will expect some school closures to be in effect for at least Monday as they get those snow plows out and get that dealt with. This will span out throughout the mid-Atlantic as well, where you could see in areas like southern West Virginia and upwards of 5 to 6 inches, and Virginia seeing upwards of 4 to 7 inches of snowfall in some of those areas. This goes throughout southern New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware as well, where you can see upwards of 34 inches of snowfall in some of those areas. Now, here is what I'm worried for overnight and into tomorrow morning, and even going throughout the later hours of today. Now, this is what I'm worried about of this morning and going into later today is the total freezing rain. As you can see, we are going to be seeing a lot of widespread freezing rain across Texas, and Texas might not be seeing that much freezing rain, but as you can see, it will be enough to make it slick across some roadways. And northeastern Texas seeing definitely quite a bit of ice that will make some slick roads for travel. And then northern Louisiana, as you can see, upwards of a quarter of an inch, and that will lead to power outages. Weight on trees will bring those trees down, as well as this spans into southern Arkansas, where you can see another quarter of an inch or more of freezing rain. Again, this could definitely be very dangerous to power lines, trees, and roadways. Make it very slick, and these could cause power outages for over 24 hours. This even goes into Mississippi as well for this morning into later today, where you are going to see more of this freezing rain and potentially over quarter of an inch, which will definitely be a big impact to these areas which are not that equipped with snow plows and salt trucks that could help melt that ice away and make those roadways safer. So definitely stay home and only drive if you have to over here in Mississippi, southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, because it's going to be a dangerous day for Tuesday with this dangerous freezing rain as you're seeing here. If you did enjoy the video on the snowstorm and the big Arctic blast for this entire week, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more updates, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family and like the video as well. But as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.